Gold and silver is not for you. Don't buy any. It's just a barbaric relic. All right, so we got another article here today out of fxempire.com. It states that silver daily forecast festive demand boosts prices, but resistance looms at $34. Now, I'm not too much concerned about $34 silver American. I'm not concerned about $50 silver American. I believe that these metals are still free at these prices. This is not financial advice. Like I've said in every video, I am an absolute moron. Don't listen to me. I have no wealth. I'm not worth 10 pennies, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. So let's go on to have a look, see what this article is all about. Silver prices rise to $32.80, driven by a 30 to 35% demand surge in India's festive season, despite a 40% increase in price. So the Indians are still buying this stuff, even though it's up 40% approximately on the year, I believe. U.S. dollar strength and rising treasury yields limit silver's gains, keeping prices below recent high of $34. Or is it perhaps the short sellers just getting in there and whacking it full of paper derivatives? So I think it's probably that one. Durant Terrace demands highlights a shift as Indian consumers turn to silver as more affordable investment and amid high gold prices. So look at people, like this ratio is still out of whack. It's still over 80 to 1. This is what happens when people can no longer afford gold. They turn to silver, and this is where the big silver run happens. So let's have a look. So a market overview, as silver prices have gained mild traction around the $33 mark, reaching an intraday high of $32.82 on Friday. The recent increase is fueled by a surge in demand during India's festive season, where silver purchases just rose by an impressive 30 to 35% despite a 40% rise in price. However, the surge has not been enough to push silver above the previous high of $34. As gold prices soar, many Indian consumers are turning to silver as an affordable investment alternative. Once again, gold and silver are not investments. They're real money, okay? Get that through your heads. This trend is driven not only by affordability, but also by silver's increased use in industrial applications, particularly in electric vehicles, which further boosts demand. Who cares about EVs? Who cares about solar panels? They don't use any of this stuff in that stuff, do they? They don't use any of this stuff in Tomahawk weapons, or they don't use any of this stuff in the military industrial complex. None of this stuff. Silver is useless. Don't get it. It's not for you. U.S. economic data and dollar strength pressures silver's prices. Now, you think that the dollar is strong, or you think that it's the unit of misdirection, all right? One is not equal to one over time. 1 ounce of silver is equal to 1 ounce of silver over time, all right? Get that through your heads. Despite the seasonal demand, silver faces headwinds from U.S. economic indicators. The strong U.S. dollar, supported by the rising treasury yield, makes silver less attractive for personal consumption expenditure. PCE index, a key inflation measure, rose by 2.1% year over year in September, slightly down from August. 2.2 core PCE, excluding food and energy, climbing 2.7%, surpassing the market estimate of 2.6. Do you think that they're telling you the truth about the consumer price index? Do you think that they're telling you the truth on the inflation numbers? The answer is you're being lied to directly, all right? You're being lied to. In addition, initial jobless claims for the week ending October 26 dropped to 216,000, beating expectations of 230,000, a signaling a robust labor market. It's so robust. Up in here, Canada, it is so robust. Go to a Tim Hortons. It's booming. Like, that's the jobs that you can get up here. Have a fun time trying to find a half-decent job up here in Canada. It's not going to happen. These factors support the likelihood of a 25 basis point rate cut by the Federal Reserve in November, which could shift monetary policy to accommodative stance. If the Fed lowers rates, it may weaken the dollar, potentially giving silver price a boost. Oh my God, people. You guys honestly believe this stuff? It's absolutely foolish. Silver's investment appeals strengthens amid shifting trends. Well, you know what the shifting trends is that the BRICS nations are sick of getting paid in fictitious dollars, and they're like, well, we're going to go back to sound money, actually. We're going to go back to Austrian economics because we're sick of this fiat dog shit. And yeah, we're going to run all the precious metal markets. We're going to load up, and then we're going to leave the West, guess what? Holding the bag. With gold prices remaining high, silver is emerging as a popular investment option to India, particularly during Dhanteras festival. The demand surges highlights a shift in consumer behavior as more people look for silver's affordability and investment potential. Now, I think that precious metals across the board are probably the investment, the best investment that I will likely see in my whole lifetime. But of course, like I said before, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. This is not financial advice. Don't buy gold and silver and platinum and palladium and rhodium and all these other rare, scarce things. They are not for you. But, the Indians, they seem to know something that the general Westerner has no fucking idea about. So, yeah, let's go with that. This trend, combined with rising industrial demands, positions silver as a compelling investment. In summary, while the strong US dollar and rising yields currently cap silver's gains, the upcoming Fed rate cut could create room for upward momentum as investors seek alternative safe haven assets. So you know why that investors or nations or individuals are seeking safe haven assets? It's because they see through the charade now, right? More people are waking up. Welcome to reality. All right, so we took it on the chin yesterday. We went down to the 32.50 level in the price of silver, priced in American dollars. I was out to my local coin shop, picked up a few OZs, picked up a couple of my company, picked up a few for myself. And I'm right there with the Indians. I think that they know something that the general public has no idea about. The general public is going to get steamrolled here with inflation very soon. And the general public is going to mass run to these assets whenever they wake up and realize that they're on the cliff and the dollars that they hold in their pocket are evaporating. All right. But, they keep on telling the CPI, the one that excludes food, energy, and housing, that one. Maybe you guys should just run how much your rents have gone up recently. Run how much your grocery bills have gone up recently. Run how much an extra or a tank of fuel is costing you. All right. So then, whenever you hear the number and you can actually see the truth, you'll be able to be like, oh, it's a no-brainer. Seems like Pet Rocks might be the place to be. And if I don't want to be a little subservient slave into the future, I'm gonna break free of this make-believe bullshit, and I'm gonna convert into real sound money, like a lot of people from the BRICS nations are currently doing. So, seeing as how India is the I in BRICS, seems to me that maybe they know something that we don't here in the West, and a lot of these Eastern countries. It's historically been very common for their citizenship to save their wealth in gold and silver and so on and so forth. And I believe that the Indians actually have a saying that says, like, save your weight in silver. All right. So if you guys believe that there's some kind of truth to that, saving your weight in silver, or just generally transacting or converting paper, fiat, maple leaf dog shit into real tangible assets. I'm not advocating you guys do anything. Like I always say, gold and silver is not for you. Don't buy any. It's just a barbaric relic. Banks are buying it. It's not for the general public. The serfs aren't supposed to have any. So don't buy gold and silver. Don't listen to me. Don't educate yourselves. And don't come back for more. Have a good day.